Hey guys, welcome back to the Thrifty Traveler's Kitchen. I'm Curt, and in today's video, I got something a little bit different for you. What we're going to do is we're going to make breakfast. Because we're right out of them. The last time I sent my husband out on the road, I gave him everything that we had left in the freezer. So I've got to replace those before he gets back and needs to load up for his next trip. So we're making a breakfast frittata, and I'm going to make it a couple of different ways. What I usually do in the bottom of the pan is I layer out a hash brown layer. So I've got some frozen hash brown patties that I got to use up, but I didn't have enough of those to make two batches. So I thought I'd try something different. And I got a couple of russet potatoes here that I washed up really good. We're going to grate them, soak them in some water, get them dried up. And we're going to use these hash browns, fresh russet potatoes as our hash browns for the bottom layer. So let me get this prepped up. Uh, and then we'll put it into a pan and get it baked off a little bit before we put the rest of the ingredients on top. So for the russet potatoes, I washed them up really good, and I'm just got my box grater here. We're going to grate them really quick. Get those grated up and get them into cold water right away so they don't start turning black on us. We're also going to rinse most of the starch off of these. So let me get these all grated up and in the water, and then I'll show you the next step. So I took those grated potatoes and I rinsed them out really good, drained them. So now the next step, what I want to do is I'm going to take my salad spinner because we want to get as much water off of these potatoes as we can. So I'll throw a couple handfuls in here. We'll give them a quick spin. Then I'll just take them and I'm going to dump them out over some paper towel. Just a paper towel lined baking dish here. And I'll get the rest of these potatoes done up and then we'll get them ready to go into the baking dish. So I've taken those potatoes, laid them out on that paper towel. I put a couple of paper towels over top of them because we want to get as much moisture off of those as we possibly can. Now we're going to take those, put them into a mixing bowl. I think I made more potato here than I need for hash browns, so I'm going to have to make some just for myself. Maybe have it with my lunch. Get all that in there. Close enough. And we need some melted butter. So we got about a half a cup of melted butter. Just pop that out of the microwave. So we're going to add some spices here. We've got 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I've got a half teaspoon of black pepper and also a half teaspoon of smoked paprika. Give it that nice smoky flavor to our hash browns. I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, granulated garlic, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I use sea salt. Pop that all in there. Let's get that mixed up. And you want to make sure that you coat all those potatoes to get that butter on there to help with the browning. Get those spices mixed up so it's a nice even flavor all the way through. Okay, got that nicely coated. Let me just get this one out of the way here. Then we're going to take the baking dish that we're going to bake in, and we're going to just put some cooking spray in there. Get our little spice dishes out of the way. And we'll take some of those hash browns and we'll just put a nice even layer on the bottom, about a ½ inch thick. Come on, you little devils, come on out of there. So I'm preheating the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to bake these off for about 15-20 minutes. I'm just going to keep an eye on them and for them to start getting brown. And then we'll pull them out, and then we're going to mix up the rest of the eggs and the peppers and some homemade sausage. We'll just get that all on top, and then we'll pop it back in the oven and cook it off. The next way, we'll make a double batch. So instead of using the ground russet, like I say, I have some frozen hash brown patties. So what we'll do is get that cooking spray, and this time we'll go up the edges a little bit more, because these ones I don't have to bake off first. I can just cook the whole frittata right on top. And take your frozen patties, just make a single layer on the bottom. Just like that, and then we'll pour the egg and sausage and everything else on top, just like we do that one. But we'll do that once this is ready. These can sit and defrost, I don't care. That's fine. They're going to be going in the oven right away. So while that's in the oven, I'll come back and we'll mix up a double batch of the eggs, and we'll get everything ready to go so you can see how that finishes up. Let's start getting our egg mixture going. Inside each one of these batches of egg mixture for our frittatas, I'm going to put in 10 large eggs. So the trick that I use is I crack my eggs into a small bowl first. This way I know I'm not going to get any eggshell in there and have to go fishing for it. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, 9, and 10. To each batch of eggs, I'm going to add a quarter cup of milk and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Then we'll whisk those up. And we'll set them aside, and they'll be ready to go when we start building the rest of our frittata. So the hash browns were in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. They got a nice little browning on the bottom. I'm not too worried about the top or if they're cooked all the way through, because they're going to go back in the oven when we put the rest of the frittata in, and they'll finish cooking then. So let's start building that frittata. What I've got here is got some homemade sausage meat. It's just ground pork that I mix my own blend of herbs and spices into to make it like an Italian sausage. So I got 1 cup. Let's see if that's going to be enough here. Now we'll go a full 2 cups of sausage meat sprinkled across the top, even layer it out there. Then I've got some ground spinach. I got some frozen spinach, and we're going to sprinkle that on top. Got about a cup in there. And let's take some cheese here. I've got a mozzarella cheddar blend that I'm going to use today. I'm not going to put too much cheese in. My hubby's a little lactose intolerant, so he can't stand too much cheese, but we'll put a little bit in for flavor. Okay. Then I've got some frozen red and yellow bell peppers that I diced up. And we're going to throw in a couple handfuls of those peppers in on top there. So what's that, about a cup of peppers? Give it some nice color. There we go. Got that in there. Then that egg mixture that we mixed up, we're going to whisk it again. And we're just going to pour that evenly over the top. Just like that. Then we're going to pop that in the oven. And now it's going to be about 375 degrees. And we're going to put that in there for about 30-35 minutes and give it a check. What we want to do is we want to get that egg just cooked into the center. Then we'll bring it out, let it cool down. We'll cut it into portions. And then I'll show you how I'm going to divide it up and put it into some vacuum freezer bags in individual portions so it's easy to transport. So it's been a busy morning in the kitchen today. Also just pulled a couple loaves of bread out of the oven. Let's get those out of the way. And we'll take a look at our breakfast frittata. Took this out a little while ago, let it cool down so that we can cut it into portions and get it into freezer bags. And I've got a little vacuum freezer bag here. I made up my own custom size and I split it down the middle so I've actually got 2 bags there. So let's cut the frittata. Should get 10 nice equal portions out of here that make for a nice breakfast. Slice her up the center. Then we'll go center again and cut those into thirds. Okay, I made them a bit smaller. I cut them into 12. Okay, so we got 12 breakfasts out of a tray. I think the other one I'll cut down to 10. But this is for a lighter snack in the morning. So we take the custom freezer bag. And we can pop one of those frittatas out of there. Make sure it's cut all the way through here. Slide it into our freezer bag. One on that side. Come on, little devil. Why are you fighting me? Come on. That one on that side. So we got 2 portions. Made them big enough just to seal that up in the vacuum sealer. So I'll get that done. There we go. Got that sealed up in there. Now, if you want, you can take a pair of scissors and cut it down because I made a double line there so it becomes 2 separate little bags. But there's 2 portions of the frittata ready for the freezer. So I'll finish freezing up the rest of it, get the other one all cut up, and that'll be ready for the next time my hubby goes out on the road and he can take his breakfast with him as well. So that's the video for today, breakfast frittata. I hope you enjoyed that. I know there's a lot of video out there about how to make these things. So put the ingredients in that you like. Try and make yourself a breakfast frittata to take on the road so that you just pop it in the microwave for a quick and easy breakfast. And I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Safe travels, everyone.